All right, friends, I just came across this video. It's Timon, and I figured, you know what? I'm just going to react to a little bit of it because it's really long, just the beginning. I guess this is going to be a comedy run this time. Yeah. It's an interesting video. I looked at a little bit of it, so I just want to make some jokes this time, man. I don't want to be serious about anything in this video, bro, but whatever. This lady's really funny, man. Her name is Ariel Belin. So Ariel Belin says, Dr. Ken Berry versus ChatGPT. Who was right? Full breakdown. Okay.
2 months ago, Dr. Ken Berry put up a video saying that ChatGPT is going to destroy the vegan diet. And he puts in little parentheses, check it yourself. So we're going to check it ourselves. That's what we're...
No, absolutely not, man. It's never going to destroy vegan diet. Why would it do that, man? It's the best diet in the world, man. Vegan diet, herbivore. Who the fuck wouldn't want to be a herbivore, right? Come on, dude.
Doing today. I'm going to go through his
video. Like, listen, look at the community. You're helping the community. You're saving these animals from abuse. They're being abused and killed and eaten, for God's sake. How dare you eat these fucking animals, you people out there, man? What's the matter with you people? Carnivore community and all that. Get out of here, man, with that stuff, dude. Come on.
And I'm going to go side by side, ChatGPT, ask him exactly what Ken Berry says I should do.
Yeah, look how pretty she looks eating fucking herbivore diet. Isn't she gorgeous? She's got great dimorphism, great jaw. She's so goddamn gorgeous. Look at her eyes to the nose ratio. Look at her hair and hair color. Oh, man. I'm telling you, this is the diet, dude. It gives you fucking great aesthetics, great dimorphism. She just looks like a fucking supermodel on this shit.
I'm gonna 1 for 1, and we're gonna see what happens. So, Ken, that's a beautiful face to start off with. Let's begin.
Artificial intelligence is about to destroy the vegan diet, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how that's going to happen.
How dare he say that? No, it's not.
So I want you to verify everything I say in this video by going to your favorite
bullshit
AI and typing in the following prompt before you ask the questions. You're going to type in, I'm going to ask you some questions about diet and nutrition. I want you to ignore popular opinion and what popular influence.
Oh, slow down, Ken. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question about diet and nutrition. I want you to ignore popular opinion and what popular influencers say, okay?
And only give me answers based on anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. Yeah. That's the prompt. You put that in first.
Okay. We'll start there. Got it. I'll stick strictly to science, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry without any popular trends or influence-driven ideas. Ask away. Thank you, ChatGPT. We have begun. What's next, Kenny? Uncle Ken?
That's the prompt. You put that in first.
I did it.
You hit enter. And then you're going to ask it the following questions. Number 1, when I eat meat, does it rot in my colon?
I'm not going to let him talk. I want him to say the question, and then I want to walk away, because the thing is that the...
Yeah, exactly. Say the question, walk away. You know, as long as we can confirm our belief in the vegan diet, that it is the diet. Yes, that's the only important thing we need to do here.
The whole point of this exercise is to actually check the things of the people that we listen to.
Yes, and to confirm, even if it tells us the opposite, we're going to make it seem as if our diet's #1 for sure, man. Come on.
And so he's going to throw in his opinion next, and I don't want to hear his opinion until I hear...
Opinion? I think he uses facts, doesn't he? But okay, it's okay.
Hear what chat says first. So when I eat meat,
I think he's using facts, but that's okay. As a vegan, man, we're gonna use beliefs. All right.
Rot in my colon.
Yeah.
No, that's a little more Bobby Hill. The voice is a little...
We're gonna use our opinions.
I for Ken Berry impression. No, meat does not rot in your colon in the sense that it turns into
What? How dare they say that? Of course it's rotting. What are you talking about, man? Meat rots all the time in your colon.
Toxic substances or decomposes like it would outside.
Toxic? It's completely toxic, man. It's carcinogenic. What are you talking about?
However, digestion and breakdown process of meat does have unique characteristics.
God forbid they tell us
Here's the breakdown. Digestion of meat, stomach. When you eat meat, the process of digestion begins in the stomach, where protein is denaturated. Thank you.
Oh, I think that's what happens when you're on vegan diet. We start losing brain cells. Denatured, it's really denatured. But that's it. It's okay, man. Don't worry. We could correct this with vitamins. We've got these vitamins that we take, especially B12. It could be a B12 deficiency, but we'll be okay taking the vitamins and stuff. We got multivitamins there.
You chat. I have no idea what that means.
Yes.
Denaturated by stomach acid. Okay, so
It means to denature, yes.
Ariel made up a word. It's denatured.
Oh, you see, I told you she figured out. That's a point for us. One in the Gifford. One for us, baby, yes.
So,
The
contextually,
brain cells have come back.
protein denatured by stomach acid, we're going to think that means burnt up, and an
Yeah.
enzyme, pepsin, begins to break down the proteins into smaller peptides. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's usually what it does. Yeah, I guess.
digestion begins, and the protein breaks down in the stomach. The small intestine.
How does that work with plants? What does it do when plants go in there?
The majority of the, you know what? We're getting up a diagram of the body. Okay, we've got your stomach here. So your body is
Well, the question is, why is she talking about meat and stuff? I thought this whole thing was GPT will destroy vegan diet. Aren't we talking about plants? Why is she typing in meat?
denaturing.
He never said anything about typing in meat. I guess she's trying to confirm a fake belief. Okay.
It's denaturating food in the stomach. It's denaturing food, so it's breaking down the protein.
Yeah, but who cares about meat? Isn't this about vegan diet? It said ChatGPT is going to destroy. What does it say here? Ken Berry says ChatGPT, who is right? It's going to destroy fucking vegan diet. That's what he said, didn't he? Vegan.
In the stomach. The majority of the digestion happens in the small intestine, so the
You actually have to read this. You don't understand how it works. Then why do you really give a shit how it works? It just works. Why is she reading this? I don't get it, man. What's going on here?
little bitty guy here in the middle, not the big guy on the outside, okay? Breaking
Yeah.
down peptides into amino acids. Amino acids are absorbed
Breaks down peptides into amino acids. Amino acids are absorbed where?
through the walls of the small intestine. Okay, cool.
Through the walls of the small intestine. What happens if you have a leaky gut? How do you get a leaky gut? Why don't you type in ChatGPT? Does meat give you a leaky gut? I bet you it gives you a leaky gut and everything, man. That shit's nasty, man. Stop eating that stuff. Listen, stop eating that stuff, okay? Because more meat for the carnivores. You should not eat any meat at all whatsoever.
So that's how we digest meat. That does not answer the question, but
Yeah.
all right. After the small intestine absorbs nutrients, what remains, water, fiber, and undigested matter, okay, moves into the colon. There's
To the colon, okay.
no colon on this diagram, which means we need a new diagram. Britannica, they should have given me, right? Why am I not seeing the colon? Is the colon not part of the digestive system? Why can't I see
I
my
don't know. It's somewhere there, isn't it? Who gives a shit, really, right? What does it do? What goes in the colon when you eat plants?
colon? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. We're learning today, and that's the whole point. The whole point.
Oh, the whole point is to learn. Why? Because we don't know anything, right? Come on, man. No human knows anything on this planet, do they? Wait a second. The vegan community, they know everything. Yay.
Is that we listen to these experts, and that's great if it's working for you.
I like that word, experts. Is any human on this planet an expert? Nope. Only vegans are experts. All right.
It's working for you, but at a certain point, I think it's good to say, do I actually know what I'm talking about here, or do I know what they're talking about here?
I don't know. Do you? Do you know anything about anything? That's a question you have to ask yourself.
Is your colon your large intestine? Thank you for listening to me, AI. Yes, the colon is the large intestine. Shut the front door.
Wow, so you ask the computer to tell you what it is, to tell you what your body is or does or what it looks like. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
It's the final part of the digestive system.
Okay,
So when we're talking about colon, we're talking about the large intestine. All right, GPT. We still have not answered the question, but we've got our diagram and we go back. Okay, what happens in the colon? After the small intestine absorbs nutrients, it moves into the colon. So what's going through the colon is water, fiber, and undigested matter, like connective tissue. So y'all have eaten a steak. Unless you're a vegan and you're watching this, and then
Wait, you've all eaten a steak? We've all eaten a steak. Oh my God, we have eaten a steak, man, the poor animals. But guess what? It's okay. We're going to save the planet because we're back on the vegan diet, herbivore diet.
and I don't really know why you're watching it, but
Yeah.
you've eaten an apple, fiber. There we go. That's not conductive tissue, but you see where I'm going.
Yeah, but I didn't want to eat an apple. I was forced to eat it, but okay.
The colon's primary role is water reabsorption, okay, and forming stool, great. But there is additional breakdown happening due to gut bacteria, okay. So other things are breaking down because of fermentation, all right. Factors that influence meat digestion. Let's get to the point here. The kind of meat, red meat, lean meat, unprocessed, processed, affect how well it's digested, okay. How much residue remains? Red and processed meats tend to take longer to break down and may leave more
Why do they take longer to break down? Why?
byproducts. So that's a question that I have. Why does red
What byproducts? Red meat. What are you talking about? Are you talking about cooked meat, or natural meat? Eating it raw? Eating it raw or eating it cooked?
meat? Why do people say, like, why is he saying that red meat may leave more byproducts than like chicken or something?
Why would it leave more byproducts if 75% of meat is water? There's very little excrement left after you chew it up. It doesn't make any sense.
Because basically what they're saying is that it sounds like they're saying lean meat.
Wait, are they telling you you're eating this raw or cooked, lady? Did you actually put in the proper spelling, raw or cooked?
And maybe unprocessed meat will digest
Processed means cooked. That could be cooked. So processed or raw? Which one is it?
quickly. I don't know if I'm making things complicated. High fiber diet helps your digestion
It's unnatural to eat cooked or processed meat.
move along more smoothly if your diet is very low in fiber, which can be the case in some high meat diets. It can slow digestion and lead to constipation.
Slow digestion? How could it slow digestion? You got acid, hydrochloric acid in your stomach. What would cause that? That's kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know, man. Who cares?
Or more pronounced fermentation. Meat, okay. My question is, when they say that it can slow digestion, are you saying that it will not digest? That meat
Yes, that's what they're saying. It won't digest unless you eat fiber. So you better go out there and eat fiber. Forget about eating that meat. Just eat that fiber, man.
will not digest / get stuck?
Ask Chat GPT why do they want to create fake meat products out of plants, like fake artificial ones? Why do they want to mimic animal products and sell it to vegans? I thought vegans were just interested in plants. They're not interested in meat products. Now you're promoting killing animals and eating meat. It's kind of weird. What's going on here? Me personally, I just don't condone that, man. I just say you should eat those fucking plants.
Because it doesn't have fiber? Meat does not rot in the colon, but if it's not fully digested in the small intestine, certain components can be fermented by gut bacteria. It's a normal part of digestion, though it can sometimes produce gases and byproducts that may be unpleasant. If your diet is balanced with enough fiber and hydration, this process should happen without issue. So it sounds like
Sounds like what? They're confirming your fake beliefs?
they're saying, GPT is saying that you need fiber.
So she wants to hear what she wants to hear. Fiber. Okay.
Oh God, they just started mowing the lawn outside. Oh goodness. So sorry in advance that I started to film on mow day. So meat will not rot in the colon, but it may get stuck. Okay, we're gonna make this all very simple.
Meat would get stuck. 75% of it's water. There's just some excrement there. Just a little bit of shit. Little bit of stuff left, and most of it's peed out or whatever. Why would it get stuck in there? How could it get stuck in there? Why would it get stuck? Exactly why?
So
What would make it stuck?
are you
What
saying
would make it stuck?
that meat will not rot?
So fiber won't rot and won't get stuck in there, but the excrement of meat will get stuck? I don't get that.
In my colon, but it may rot in my colon if I am not
But it may rot in my colon. What is she typing there?
eating fiber. Yes, essentially.
She's typing what she wants to hear. Okay. You could type anything and get what you want to hear.
Let me clarify. Meat itself will not rot in the colon, meaning it won't decompose into harmful toxic
Why would it rot if it already dissolved in acid in the stomach and converted from peptides into amino acids? Do you not understand English? Are you stupid or something or what?
substances the way it might if it were left in the body for an extended period of time. The body is still going to break it down.
What do you mean? What if it was left in the body for an extended period of time? Why would it be left in there? People go to the washroom. That's like saying if the fiber was being left in there for an extended period of time, why would it be left in there? You have a bowel movement and you shit, right? None of this makes sense, but okay, whatever.
Even if some digestion happens later in the colon, but the process of fermentation can lead to certain byproducts that may be unpleasant. The lack of fiber can slow down digestion.
Fermentation? Meat doesn't ferment. Fiber ferments. That's how they make beer. What are you talking about? You don't ferment meat. Meat doesn't ferment in your stomach. Is you crazy, man? It fucking dissolved already in the acid. It converted to peptides, and now it's amino acids being absorbed as amino acids. What the fuck is she talking about? Is she brain dead or something, or what?
Contribute to issues. Here's why. Fiber helps move. Okay, yeah. So fiber's moving things through because.
Why would fiber move things? What, it's got special powers to move things? Okay, so meat doesn't move things, doesn't move along, but fiber goes in and it has magic powers to move things along. Okay, yeah, whatever.
It's like creating a block, though I think we're going to talk about fiber later. I might be.
Creating a block? What's creating a block? You can hold up to 40 pounds of poop, fiber in your stomach because it blocks. It blocks you. The fiber blocks you because you're a carnivore animal, you dumbass. That's trying to be a herbivore. Duh.
Wrong about that. We'll find out. Okay, so no, he is correct. Meat, according to GPT.
This is like, you get these men that think they're women. You know that? They're like, I'm trans. Yeah, okay. Well, you're trans. You're acting trans. Get it? You're not. You're a male, but you're acting trans. Listen, she's a carnivore animal, acting herbivore. Get it? A lot of people are acting. They're just stupid. Anybody acting police officer, acting astronaut, acting vegan. Fuck it, man, bro.
Will not rot in your colon. But GPT says if you don't.
Let me talk to GPT because I'm too stupid. I don't know anything. Maybe it's got the answers, okay?
Have fiber in your diet, you may experience.
You may explode your head. If you don't get fiber, apparently your teeth will fall out and your head may explode.
Experience gas or bloating. Okay.
You may experience gas or bloating if you don't get fiber in your diet. What would give you gas or bloating? Meat is not toxic, and it can't give you. But why would it give you bloating? It's not toxic. It's a highly nutrient thing. It's a highly nutrient based. What are you talking about? It doesn't give you inflammation or bloating or farting. Now, fiber, which a human cannot digest, because you keep saying it's going to digest and push things along. Well, in fact, humans can't digest cellulose. Why don't you put that in ChatGPT? See, here's the thing. She wants to type what she wants because she wants to hear what she wants. She keeps typing in stuff about meat. That's not what Ken Berry said. He said it would destroy vegan, but she's not typing anything about vegan. She keeps typing shit about meat because she wants to hear what she wants to hear, that meat's no good for you and that fiber is the best. Get it? It's like a transgender. Do not call me a man. I'm female. You are? Or I'm transgender. They go, I'm transgender. So okay, so I don't have to call you female. I'll call you transgender. You're a new species has been born. Get it? A new species. It's called transgender.
What is?
I guess she's a new species of human. It's called herbivore. They're trying to convert. They're trying to ascend into herbivores.
Ken say about this?
If not, then what actually does rot in my colon that is
There's a second part of the question. If not, then what actually does rot in my colon?
part of the standard American diet?
That is part of a standard American diet. Okay. Good question.
What does rot in? So if meat doesn't rot in your belly, what does rot in my colon as a standard part of American diet? Standard part of American diet? You mean herbivore fake diet? I guess that's the standard American diet. Fake herbivore diet. Omnivore diet.
term rot is a bit loaded. I'm a
Rot.
human being, chat. I like fun words. Let's break down from a
Just ask the question. What in this American diet rots in your stomach? Guess what it's going to tell you?
biochemical and physiological
She doesn't like to hear it. She doesn't want to hear the truth. That's the problem with these people. They can't stand the truth.
perspective in the context of the SAD diet, standard American diet.
They will deny the truth and deny to the point where they're almost dying and they're fucking the shit is fucking killing them. And then eventually they go off this crazy diet, herbivore fucking diet. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. I say they should stay on it because their belief. You should die for your beliefs. Get it? Here's the thing. People believe in religion and all these things, and you know what they do? They actually go out there and they die for it. They would die for their beliefs. And I say that the vegan community should die for their belief that they are herbivore animals. Get it? They should die for their belief. Now, if it's causing them pain, IBS, palpitations, their hair starts falling out, they're getting scurvy because of an amino acid deficiency, I say they stay on it, you understand me, and die for their beliefs. What do you guys think?
The things that actually undergo fermentation and decomposition are refined carbohydrates and sugars. What happens? Highly processed sugars and refined carbs like white bread, pasta, soda, sugary snacks are...
Yeah, that doesn't sound like nutrients, does it? It sounds like amino acids or nutrients, sugar, carbs, pasta, all the shit. What does that sound like exactly?
rapidly absorbed in the small intestine and don't leave much behind for fermentation. Okay, so they go into your small intestine and they
Wait, what happened to the stomach part? Did they go in the acid? Did they convert to amino acids or some shit? They just go directly to the small intestine? I think she's bypassing something, Kerry. She wants to hear what she wants.
burn and absorb up so quickly that there isn't
Absorb up what?
much to ferment in the colon. So
What do you mean ferment? What does GPT say? Does it say that humans can digest fiber and cellulose? What does it say there?
bread isn't really fermenting in the colon. However, when the carbs aren't fully absorbed because of poor digestion, excess
Why would they be fully absorbed? Poor digestion and what?
intake, imbalanced microbiota. Some can make it to the large intestine where they're fermented into bacteria.
They could be fermented. Well, meat's not doesn't say anything about meat being fermented. It says where it could be fermented into gut what?
Gut bacteria. Okay, so that sounds exactly like what you were saying about meat. If it's not fully absorbed, it's going to cause issues.
Are these the reactions that happen in a carnivore animal's stomach? Because that's what humans are, carnivore animals. Is this the reactions that happen when they eat something artificial, like a herbivore diet? Yeah, these are the reactions, right? They get IBS, inflammation. They get all kinds of stuff, farting, gassing, bloating. Yeah. Eating something that you're not supposed to have.
With the gut bacteria. Okay.
You don't have any gut bacteria to break down cellulose or fiber. If you could, you'd probably eat your t-shirt. If you ate your t-shirt, what do you think would happen? You'd shit it out.
What rots? This fermentation process can result in gas production, which is leading to bloating and discomfort. Exactly what you said about meats.
Yeah, well, think about it. What's meat made out of when you look at it? Like the cow is eating grass all day, right? And then when you cut meat, you see it's full of water. It's got a lot of water in there. So let's say we squeeze it as hard as we can and see what little excrement is left. What does it look like to you? It's made out of like these little fibers. Right? It's made like of fibers. It's fibrous almost, like it's got this extra cellular matrix. Think about that for a moment. So it goes in, right? Let's say you chew up raw meat. 75% is water. Where's the water going? Well, it's got the minerals. It's got the water-soluble vitamins, minerals, got some amino acids that break down in the stomach. There's some acid in there, whatever. Whatever is left of this meat is still intact because you're shitting it out, right? You're going to shit stuff out. That means your body can't use it. It doesn't do anything with it. It just shits it out. So what is really going on there? Well, the vitamins and minerals are in the water itself, the juice itself, in the meat itself. So when you cook your meat, you're really making it deficient in all these things. Overcooked stuff, you're just eating what? Nothing. All the vitamins and minerals were in the water itself. That's why you're deteriorating faster than you can regenerate, because you're really not absorbing the minerals because you've cooked your meat.
Okay, this isn't rotting, it's breaking down of undigested and poorly absorbed carbohydrates in the colon that can lead to discomfort. In extreme cases, like with high sugar or fructose.
What about the toxins? You neglected to talk about the toxins that are in these plants. Where do they go to? Where do they go? What does GPT say about the toxins? What do they do? What do they do to human cells, these toxins, like oxalates and tannins, lectins, sulforaphane, all this bullshit? What does it do exactly? What about the pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and glyphosates? What do they do when they go get ingested inside the human body? Does it tell you too?
Malabsorption.
I know, it's healthy for you.
Undigested sugars can lead to excessive fermentation and production of foul-smelling gases. Oh.
Yeah, that's what plants do. When they don't digest all this shit, foul-smelling gases, you're going to fart a lot, you're going to smell, you're going to belch, you're going to have bad breath, a bunch of stuff, yeah. Rotting teeth.
Okay, so sounds like they were saying the exact same thing about meat. They're saying meat? That if you don't have the enzymes or the microbiome
that's not what they said about meat. That's not what they. You're not paying attention. You just want to hear what you want to hear. That's your problem.
Break everything down properly. Carbs.
See, here's the thing. It didn't tell her what she wanted to hear. You understand me? She wanted to hear that. No, my fake phony diet, my fucking herbivore diet is the best diet, and it's gonna be smooth ride, and I'm gonna feel so good and everything. She just wants to lie to herself. In other words, she knows what it does. She wants to lie to her viewers. In other words, she's masking what's going on there. Listen, she gets inflammation, and she's farting all day, farting inflammation, eating these plants. They're driving her crazy, but she doesn't want to expose it to you or anybody else online. You understand me? Because she doesn't want you to know. So she goes, oh, this is what they said about meat, because meat is bad, of course. Listen, she's anti-meat, so why would she say anything good about meat? See, here's the thing. Even if it told her good things, why would she promote that? Why would she say anything about that? Acknowledge that? Why?
Can lead to discomfort. Processed foods. What happened? Many processed foods, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, emulsifiers. I'm assuming that's talking about what is an emulsifier.
I thought you're a vegan. Don't you know what it is? It's your food.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about science. We're not talking about actual. Okay. Mustard is used as an emulsifier in salad dressing. So it's something that brings together oil and water, I guess. Or I don't know. That's not important.
Yeah, it's not important. Fuck it. Just put it down the hatch and, hope for the best. Maybe I'll come through out of this. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to read this and come back to you guys. The answer I'm hearing is that nothing rots.
The answer I want to hear, yes.
In your colon. If you have too much of something that your body can't break down, it's going to produce digestive issues that we deal with, like gas and bloating.
Yeah, what about the toxins that are in it? What are they doing?
And, those days where things come out of you and you're surprised and offended. Okay, Kenny, what do you got for me?
The truth is, meat does not rot in your colon. It's completely digested before it ever gets to your colon. What actually rots in your colon is fibrous.
Exactly. That's what she said in the beginning. It completely digested when it hits the acid. She said it converts to peptides, and then it's distributed as amino acids. It's absorbed as amino acids. See what I mean?
Vegetables. Number two.
Okay, that's not exactly what was said. Love you, Kenny, but that's not exactly what
Yes, it was. What are you talking about, see?
GPT said. What GPT said is that nothing rots in your colon, but
Yeah, it doesn't rot in your colon, meat, because it fucking already digested in your stomach.
Things that aren't properly broken down can go into your colon and then...
What do you mean broken down? The excrement's not broken down. They're already useless. It's just the water that's inside there that is absorbed.
Meant causing issues. Love you, Kenny, but that's not exactly what was said, I don't think.
Look, human cells, they just want nutrients. They're not interested in toxins or any of these fucking shit that's in there. It's useless. The excrement of the meat, it can't use it. It's useless. And the fiber is useless too. Fiber. There's stuff inside the fiber held inside there, but it's useless. You cannot digest cellulose anyways.
Must I eat fiber in order to poop?
Okay, must I? I'm going to use must I eat?
Yeah, must I eat fiber? No. As a carnivore, no, you should type it like this. As a carnivore, must I eat fiber?
Fiber in order to poop. I shouldn't have said must. Short answer is no, you don't have to eat fiber, but fiber makes it a lot easier and healthier for most people. Here's why. Fiber is fiber.
Yeah, but you don't need fiber. And why would it be healthier and everything to eat fiber to poop? That doesn't make any sense. I want to eat fiber so I can poop. Why? Because your body's trying to get rid of it because it's toxic. Here's the thing. Anything that you drink, you wonder why you're peeing right away when you drink alcohol. You have to pee, and a lot of pee comes out when you drink alcohol. Why? Because it's trying to get rid of the toxin. It's toxic. It's trying to get rid of it. When you drink coffee, you're peeing like a camel, man. Yeah, it's because it's toxic. You pee right away. Nasty. Lots of pee comes out. You pee like rapidly. So when you eat fiber, you can. I know I have a friend. He shits twice a day. He eats fiber. He's shitting twice a day. Why? Because it wants to get out. Because it's toxic. Yeah, it can cause cancer in your colon, cause cancer in your butthole.
Particularly soluble fiber. What does soluble mean?
It can give you stomach cancer too. The toxins, the repetitive, chronic eating you chronically eating these plants which have toxins, over time chronically will cause cancer in those areas. Will cause a leaky gut, cancer, a bunch of shit. But hey, man, what do I know? Vegan diet is the most healthiest diet on the planet, dude.
Can be dissolved in water. Okay, so if you put a piece of bread in a cup of water, the bread is going to dissolve down. So that's but if you put a bean in a cup of water, it's not going to dissolve. Soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance in your intestine that makes it softer and easier to pass. Fiber speeds up transit time because it's creating bulk, which is pushing things through.
Yeah, because it's toxic and it wants to get the fuck out. Your body wants it to get the fuck out because it's toxic. That's what you're not talking about. What does the body do with the toxins when it comes in? It wants it out. It has to get rid of it. Because if the toxins build up, you die. You die.
What happens without fiber? You can still poop without fiber, but it might be more difficult. If your diet lacks fiber, your stool might be hard and...
You need fiber? I don't understand this. I want to eat fiber so I can poop? So what's wrong with pooping? We've never had any problem before eating meat and pooping. Get it? Why do we need fiber? So that we could poop. Wow, okay, that's great. So I want to eat these toxic plants so I can poop. I'm not eating it for health. We're eating it for pooping. Okay.
Dry because
we're eating meat. Oh, wait a second. She's vegan, so she's eating plants to poop, but wait, I'm confused now. Why are we eating meat again? What's the purpose? Wait, no, but I want to be vegan because I want to eat what? To poop? What?
lacking moisture or bulk. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's not bulky enough and it's not moist. It becomes like little pebbles. Slow moving, it can take longer to process food, longer transit times through the intestines, which can lead to constipation. Some people are able to maintain regular bowel movements on low fiber by drinking water and consuming foods that help with digestions, like healthy fats and protein. I wonder if that's also
Healthy fats and protein. Isn't meat healthy fats and protein to carnivore animals?
why it's important when you're doing a low carb diet to also do a higher fat diet at the same.
What's the difference between a low carb diet and a high carb diet? They're both the same. You're overwhelming the human system with sugar. It's outpacing the mechanisms to remove it from your system. your as soon as you eat it, your insulin goes sky high. Why? It spikes. Why? Because it has to remove the sugar now. But the amount of sugar that is coming in is outpacing the insulin. The insulin can't keep up with removing the sugar. Get it? So you're going to deteriorate faster than you can regenerate. Now, you're also your cholesterol is going to go sky high because it's trying to remove the plaque and the sugar that is building up in the arteries too. So it's outpacing. Eventually get a heart attack maybe or some shit. Who knows what?
Same time, I wonder if that's part of it. Exercise promotes digestion. Yeah, I've experienced that in real time.
Exercise promotes digestion. Wow, you have all these problems, right? Jesus, man. No animal in nature has any of these problems. They need to do exercise for digestion. They need to eat, a carnivore needs to eat fiber to poop for digestion. This is just insane, man. This is why the medical community, when they see you come in that office, bro, they just treat you like a fucking mental patient. All of you are mentally retarded in the head. They give you fucking drugs after because they're dealing with the craziness of you doing this shit.
Well-balanced gut microbiome. See, it feels like it's about the well-balanced gut microbiome. I feel like that's what matters more than anything else because
Yeah, so it's not about health, is it? It's about shitting, okay.
if your body can't break down what it's bringing in, then it doesn't matter what the food is. It's going
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't break down what? Fiber. Yeah, exactly.
to ferment in your colon, and it should not
Yeah.
be doing that. Fire makes it easier and healthier. Okay. So you don't need it, but it's going to take longer for...
So the question is this, if you don't need fiber, then what do you need to eat? Meat? Oh, meat.
food to move through and digest.
So if a carnivore animal doesn't need fiber, then what does it need? Meat. Oh, okay.
And sometimes it can be, stool will be harder to pass because there's no soluble fiber creating a gel around it to make it slip on through, and there's no insoluble fiber to create a like a hammer. That's not exactly what I'm trying, like a thing, like a
What, plunger?
battering ram. There's no soluble fiber to make a battering ram to move the things.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of diarrhea. Here's what happens when you eat plants. The shit comes out like diarrhea all the time. That's why you need toilet paper to wipe your ass, because the toxicity that comes out, the shit's very soft. See, when you eat meat, when the shit comes out, you don't need toilet paper. You don't need to wipe your ass anymore because it's not smeary. It just comes out in one hard piece and it's gone. But if you eat plants, you'll notice that the shit smears all over your ass and everything because no carnivore animal needs toilet paper in nature. So only humans use toilet paper because they're insane. Get it? You understand? Humans are insane. They eat garbage, right? They eat something they're not supposed to, and then they market toilet paper to you. You know how much marketing is behind eating an artificial diet? You have no idea. A massive industry is behind it. You know that everything, this whole society is based on your mental illness. It's all of it is banking around mental illness. Your government's mentally ill. The people you meet every day are mentally ill. Everybody's mentally ill, bro. Get it? They're wiping their ass with toilet paper. They're brushing their teeth with fucking toothpaste, with toxic toothpaste and toothbrushes. They're fucking taking showers all day in fucking toxic fucking sewage water, recycled sewage water with fucking shampoo and fucking body wash and shit, bro. Every single day. It's crazy, man. And they have to get up and go to their slave job to make their slave wage, go to their slave school and get conditioned by their slave teacher, slave master. Man, it's just fucking insane, bro. You really have to see it for what it truly is, insanity.
Through your colon. What do you think, Kenny?
Many people believe this. Many vegans laugh at the carnivores, saying we're going to die of constipation or get colon cancer, when in fact neither of these things is true. Now,
By the way, There is also the other fact. I know people are not going to sit here and like listen and do exactly what I'm doing. This would take time. There's one of the biggest problems that we have in these kinds of debates is it takes a lot of time to do the research.
Yeah, what's the time? What's the research you need? Here's all the research you need, kiddo. Here's the question I have for you. If you were out in nature, what would you be doing out there? If you lived out in nature, what would you be doing? Remember, farming doesn't exist. None of these fruits and so-called vegetables and fake foods that they make from them exist in the stores. They only exist in Walmart. They only exist in your crazy mental head. So what would you be doing out in nature if you were out there? What would you be doing? And cooking doesn't exist either. There's no cooking. What would you be doing?
That people who are sitting in a public figure position should be doing. I'm not saying they will be doing it, but they should be doing it in order to back up their arguments. Some of this is also
Look, I know this is hard for you to understand nature because you're so untouched, not in touch with nature. You're so out of there. So, like I say, just think about it, ponder it. What would you be doing out in nature if you lived out there?
going to be you make a decision based off of what happens to you. So like for me,
Do you think you have to shower every day if you're out in nature or brush your teeth? Are your teeth gonna rot? Here's the question. If you do kill it, let's say you hunt and you kill an animal, will you cook it? No, you'll eat it raw, right? You'll eat the organs and everything, drink the blood, eat the meat. If you're out in nature, because there's cooking doesn't exist out there. You'll eat like all the other animals eat out in nature. Do you need to brush your teeth? Will they rot? No. So what's rotting your teeth? Ask yourself this question. If meat doesn't rot your teeth, meat remineralizes your teeth, your bone and everything, right? That's what it actually does, because it doesn't have any sugar or toxins or any weird shit in there. So what do plants do when they go into your mouth? These fruits and things and everything. What do they do to your teeth? Why are your teeth rotting? Why are you rotting from the inside out? Why are you deteriorating when you're on a vegan diet? Like, what's going on there exactly?
I don't experience constipation. I have not experienced constipation.
I'm sure you haven't. Yeah, you're lying. Well, why do they say glycation equals deterioration? Why do they say that? What causes glycation? Does meat cause glycation? No. Do plants cause glycation? Yes, they do. They're full of glycation. Glycation equals deterioration in human bodies.
I did when I had eggs. Eggs created a lot of issues for me. So maybe
you're eating the artificial diet. Eggs could have a problem because they're not pasture raised chickens, the eggs. But you shouldn't be eating eggs anyways. You're a hunter. Hunters don't stop and eat eggs, okay? But anyways, they're not pasture raised chickens. Those chickens are in the coop and they're being fed seeds all day. They're not eating worms and things and bugs and whatever that they're supposed to. So the yolks you're eating the diet, the artificial diet. They're being fed seeds, and then you eat it, and then your stomach feels bad, dysbiosis.
they were just not, oh, maybe my body like just wasn't able to absorb them properly and they would ferment.
No. Your body was eating the diet that the chicken was eating. Get it? The artificial diet. The chicken's tolerating it because they're in a room and they're being stressed, fed an artificial diet. The way they look and their size is unnatural because they're being fed an unnatural diet to make them blow up like massive. If they're pasture raised, they look like normal chickens. Yeah, and their eggs are normal. The yolks are usually red. They're not yellow.
And then I would experience gas and bloating and feelings of constipation, even though.
Yeah, you're getting what the chicken's getting, the gas and the bloating from eating those stupid seeds and shit that blow them up. And bronchial dilators, they give them to blow them up on bronchial dilators.
Or diarrhea. Maybe that's what was happening. But when I'm just eating.
Yeah, maybe that's what's happening. Oh. It wouldn't be their diet, would it? No.
Straight meat, you're right. It does take a while. I'm not.
Yeah, think about it. What do you think's happening? Here's a question, lady, I have for you. If you eat a grass-fed, grass-finished steak, but let's say you eat a grass-fed or grain-fed, grain-finished steak, right? Cow. Which one would give you dysbiosis and which one would give you lots of gas? Think about that. Ponder that thought for a moment. One animal is eating its natural food, grass. The other animal, the other cow, is eating fucking grains, which is an artificial diet, like what you're eating, plants. It's an artificial diet. What do you think that cow, he's tolerating it, but what do you think is going to happen when you eat it? Now, he's going to get dysbiosis. So what's going to happen to you when you eat that meat? You're going to get dysbiosis. And now you're on his diet. Get it? The grain diet. Yeah.
I'm not pooping daily, and carnivores talk about that all the time. But personal experience, I'm not experiencing constipation. So for me, what that says is that because I'm not experiencing these things, my body is, my biome must be working fine because I'm not experiencing discomfort, which would be a sign that my body's not digesting everything properly. Based on...
She's lying. When the plants go in, they're toxic. It causes inflammation automatically. Everybody complains about it. Everybody gets inflammation from plants because they're toxic and they're sprayed with toxins as well. You can't wash off the glyphosate. So you get it automatically in your stomach. You get bloating right away. You get inflammation. Yeah. And you get farting, you get farting, fermenting, a bunch of stuff. And when you shit, it comes out like almost like diarrhea. That's why you need toilet paper. See, you wouldn't need toilet paper if you shit normal, but you're not shitting normal. You're shitting like a herbivore, like a cow. So you need toilet paper to wipe your dirty ass.
what we've just learned. Continue, Kenny.
Sometimes with ChatGPT and other AIs, you have to ask follow-up questions. So when you ask this, it will say, well, no, but all leading authorities recommend that you eat lots of fiber. And then you're going to ask a follow-up question and say, what kind of research is this recommendation based on?
Oh, God. Okay. All right, Kenny. The recommendations I've given you are grounded in extensive
Yeah, it's not recommended anything. It's just made up.
research in fields like gastroenterology, nutrition science, and physiology, specifically supported by studies. Oh, God. Okay, Dr. Can, you want me to read all this? I'm not going to read all it. I'm not going to read it. Conclusion. The advice to eat fiber for better bowel movements is grounded in well-established scientific research from clinical trials, epidemiological studies, and research.
Yeah, that's not science. Epidemiology studies are not science.
Evidence. Okay.
To which you will be perhaps quite shocked at the answer if you currently believe that fiber is essential, which it also is not. You can ask the AI about that as well.
We already know that. We already know. It said it's not, you don't need fiber. It said that. You don't need fiber. So if you don't need fiber, why don't you need fiber? Because you're a carnivore animal. That's why.
Number 3.
Wait a second, Kenny. Wait a second.
Their whole diet is based around fiber. And ChatGPT said you don't need fiber.
And say, what kind of research is this recommendation based on? To which you will be perhaps quite shocked at the answer if you currently believe that fiber is essential, which it also is not. You can ask the AI about that as well. Number 3.
All right, I think we missed something. I think Dr. Ken skipped something because.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You read it. It said not needing fiber. Don't need fiber.
God. Okay, we're gonna snap, and I'll have read.
See, it doesn't. See, the problem is it doesn't conform with what she wants to hear. She wants to hear her fake beliefs be confirmed by ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will not confirm her fake beliefs.
This by the time you see my face after the snap, because I've got to read this now because he literally didn't say anything. I love Dr. Ken. This is not me saying I don't love Dr. Ken, but like that didn't say, he didn't.
You know, I mean, it's like on my channel, people want me to confirm their fake beliefs. Yes, you're strong for lifting a heavy weight. And if you lift a heavy weight, if you get stronger, you're going to get a bigger and all this kind of weird stuff. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear? Yes, vegan diet is the healthiest diet on the planet. Eat it, eat as much as you can. And when you're dying on it, keep eating it and die for your fake beliefs. There you go.
Say anything. He said, you'd be surprised what? That I got, God, I've got to read the answer to find out what the science is based on. Hold, please. Okay. See, this is it, dudes. I just had to sit here and like, this takes a lot of time to fact check these things, but that's why we're doing it here together, because We're just two normal humans fact-checking, or three or four. I don't know how many y'all are sitting there. If it's a whole party, hi. Hi, guys. Thanks for inviting me. So here's the thing. Basically, what GPT was reiterating is that there are studies that show that fiber increases your stool weight, reduces your constipation symptoms. So it bulks it up and it moves things through. And we were talking about that. So it gave me a...
Yeah, but it didn't tell you why it's doing that. It's exactly just like alcohol. What will make you pee rapidly? If you drink a can of beer, why do you pee rapidly? Like, why do you pee a lot? Like, let's say you can't pee. You want to pee. Drink alcohol. What would happen? You're going to pee. Why? Because it's toxic. It wants to get the fuck out of there. That's why.
few studies. Here's one of the big...
It's different with meat. When you eat meat, it doesn't want to just go out of there. There's no toxins. You shit usually once a week. You could shit like once a week and be fine. Because the rest has been peed out, because the majority of it's made up of water and it digests in the acid. So your acid digests a lot of it. A lot of it's just water. They're vitamins and minerals being absorbed. It's liquid.
Problems, I think, with people like you and me. And when I say you and me, I mean like normies and not science-y people, or people who are reading research papers, people like Dr. Chafee, who are just sitting there like drinking research down. It's very difficult for us to identify. One, you can't name drop a publication and have that mean something like it's a good publication, the study.
That's not what he's talking about. He says he wants an unbiased answer from the computer. You understand me? She doesn't like it because, you see, it's not confirming her fake beliefs.
Is well done. Like they have in here, you know, publications.
Yeah, see, she has to justify and talk now. This is what they do.
The Journal of Gastroenterology.
It said you do not need fiber. That's what it said. And now she's running circles around that because that's her whole religion revolves about you needing fiber. And ChatGPT said you do not need fiber. What fucking part do you not fucking understand?
Why did I pick that one? I don't know how to say it. In the Lancet. Well, you know, the more I study, the more I pay attention to people who are actually fact-checking studies, the more I'm like, it doesn't really mean anything. Just because
just because it doesn't confirm my fake belief doesn't mean that we don't need fiber, because my whole religion revolves around fiber.
Been published in a major publication does not mean that your study is valuable. And there's a lot of examples of this. I highly recommend checking out Gary Taub's work if this is something that you want to dip your toe into. Yeah. Go on his Substack. He does, I'm not sure if right now, as of September 2025.
See the problem with these people? They will deny the proof. The proof. They will deny their own natural diet because it doesn't conform, and it doesn't confirm their fake beliefs, their religion. Just like any other fake religion out there, these crazy people that they all pray to the same God but have different religions because their beliefs are different. Do you understand me? So it doesn't confirm their fake beliefs. You have Jewish people that don't believe that Jesus Christ is, Son of God, whatever, and all this. And then you have, the other religious people, they believe this guy was God and died. They're all over the place, bro. And they'll die for their fake beliefs. They'll kill each other and die, just like the vegan people. I think the vegan people, when they're dying on their diet, they should die for their beliefs. Because there was a woman, what was it, recently? She died on a fruitarian diet. She died for her belief. And I say, you know what? All the power to her, man. You should die for your fake beliefs. Yes, you should die for them, yes.
He is in this series right now, but for a period he was talking about this one study.
Look, I just did a video on Lainey Norton. Lainey Norton said that these plants are toxic, but he says the dose meets the poison, the dose. Well, now that you're not eating meat anymore, you have to increase the dose of the plants. So if you increase the dose of the plants, that would increase the poison, right? So he said, well, the dose and the poison is not so bad, I guess, when you eat a little bit of it. So what happens when you start eating a lot of it? The dose meets the poison. Get it? You understand me? And that's what happens. And then they start getting sick. They get fucking scurvy, a bunch of stuff. toxicity, buildup, scurvy, whatever. You get it. Anyway, whatever, man.
He's focusing a lot on ultra processed foods at the moment. So they're comparing ultra processed to minimally processed foods or unprocessed foods.
What about processed foods? Man, we're talking about meat products, man. Just meat, man. Okay, lady?
And he's comparing the studies. And what you see is that studies that people call landmark, hallmark studies, they can be totally flawed. It's just about who decides to make
Of course it's flawed. If you're trying to compare processed meat, cooked meat, cooking it, processing it, that's not fair. Because you're trying to compare now veganism, raw veganism, with something artificial. You have to compare it to its natural state, raw meat. Raw meat versus herbivore diet, get it? Raw herbivore diet versus raw carnivore diet will destroy your fake religion every fucking day of the year.
The qualification, who decides if the study is of any value?
I don't care about the study. Raw carnivore diet will destroy your fake vegan diet any day. It'll destroy your religion completely. It makes it fall apart.
So here's what I'm trying to say to you guys.
Now, what are you trying to say? ChatGPT told you that eating a raw carnivore diet, you do not need fiber.
GPT it does not agree with Ken Berry, I don't think, because...
What do you mean it doesn't agree? It said you do not need fiber. It agreed.
I don't think he even made the point very clearly here. And
He did make the point clearly.
Gave you studies, but again, from where we sit...
Yeah, from where you sit, it didn't conform to your religion, your fake beliefs.
We are not going to sit and fact check those studies. We don't have the radar.
You don't need a study. You have a brain, don't you? You have instincts. Hello?
Have the comparison.
Wow.
Some of
God, these people are so dumb.
us might, and it might be laying dormant.
I almost feel sorry for her. Look how ugly she's gotten from eating this peasant slave food diet. You know, she'd look so much better if she ate her natural raw animal food, but she's like every other peasant. They've been raised and conditioned to eat peasant slave food diet, and it has destroyed their looks, and it's just they're constantly trying to just destroy themselves, make themselves look ugly on a very ugly diet. Only a sick animal would want to eat something sick to make yourself even more sick and more ugly. You have to be insane to try to make yourself look as ugly as possible. This is just stupid.
And you don't know that you can actually do these things really easily. So I think it's fun to try it out and see, go find some people who fact check studies, see if you can see what they're seeing easily.
You don't need a study. What would you be doing out in nature, you fool? What would you be doing out there? You don't need a study.
One of those people, it's not as easy for me. I have to learn that. It's going to take me, a lot of time.
Well, fucking learn, man. Go out in nature and find out. Go out there in the forest and find out. What would you be doing there?
I'm to learn how to really fact check studies well.
What would you eat when you're out there?
For right now, what we need to be paying attention to is how is it affecting our bodies? How
does it affect your body? I don't know. There's no Walmart out there.
The issues that ChatGPT was talking about at the beginning. Are we going through constipation? Are we going through bloating? Because, or diarrhea?
That's not what it said. It said you do not need fiber, and he said that in the video, Dr. Ken Berry. It said that ChatGPT said you do not need fiber. The problem was ChatGPT didn't confirm your fake beliefs, okay? So now your feelings are hurt.
Or anything like that, because if we're not experiencing those, we're probably okay. Everything's probably working just fine. Your body is going...
No, it's not. And you are experiencing all those things, because I know you are, because I was.
To tell you, hopefully, if you're... this isn't...
And everybody is, because I know everybody's experiencing that.
Cancer. This is food moving through your intestines, okay? So... if your body has a problem, it's going to let you know. So if you are experiencing constipation on a carnivore diet, let's investigate that. But if you're not experiencing it and you're not having any digestive issues, to me, from sitting in a completely, self-educated position, it sounds like everything's working fine. And for us, the people who are everything's working fine, the fiber is not necessary. Your body is digesting everything completely fine. I don't know if I have had any fiber in the last... we're at 11 months. I don't know if I've had any fiber in the last 11 months.
You haven't had any fiber? What are you? Are you a carnivore animal? I thought she was I thought she was a vegan. I don't know, man. Because I don't know. This channel just popped up. I have no clue who she is.
Fine. I'm sitting here. I don't have any issues. I'm not seeing a gastroenterologist or whatever person that is. Anyway, let's continue on. Monsieur Barry.
Can I get all the nutrients I need from plants alone?
Okay, can I
get all the nutrients from plants alone? This is a good one.
I'm getting a little, hold on. Okay, I was a vegetarian for 3 or 4 years, and I know that this is a no because you need supplementation. Now, who is the vegan?
Wait. You need supplementation? You know, you don't need supplementation. You need to eat food that has nutrients in it. Supplements don't work. They're synthetic. Your body doesn't recognize them. They don't work, and they're toxic. Supplements don't work.
There's one vegan doctor who has the protocol where as long as you are hitting a certain mark of eating, like basically you get a list.
Lady, no animals in nature eat supplements. They don't need supplements. Neither do we fucking.
It's called like the Vegan Daily Dozen. Yep, okay. Health focus checklist.
The fake vegan daily dozen, yeah.
And because I tried doing this, it was more than my brain was willing to handle, but that was actually a big problem with me in veganism is I felt like I was always behind on getting the nutrients that I needed. Daily Dozen, so it's this app.
Yeah, you should eat some raw meat and find out.
And he has a list, you know, make sure you're eating 3 cups of this and 2 cups of that. And as long as you're hitting your measures, as long as you're getting your 3 servings.
Yeah, let me try something fake and see if I can make it work for me in the real world. Something fake that doesn't work. Okay, yeah.
Of beans, your 1 serving of berries.
Yeah, sure.
As long as you're hitting these measures, you're going to get it all and you won't need to supplement. I'm assuming what he's saying here is that you don't need to supplement because I did not want to supplement. And that was a big issue that I had with my vegetarian
That's not what he's asking you.
diet and my basically vegan diet was that I didn't want to supplement. So I already know you can't get all the nutrients you need from plants alone, but let's see what GPT says.
Yeah, that's all he asked was that question. He didn't say anything about supplements. He said, "Can you get all the nutrients that you need from plants?"
Oh, I also, at the beginning of my carnivore journey, spent a couple hours just trying to find out.
Carnivore journey? You're on a carnivore diet? Are you really a carnivore? You know, a carnivore is somebody that eats meat in its natural state. That's a carnivore. You're not a carnivore if you're not eating it in its natural state. You can't change your dimorphism, your face and everything if you're eating fucking processed meat. If you're processing it, cooking it.
If you can get all the nutrients you need from plants versus meat, and that was...
Of course you can. What do you mean, can you get all of it? Plants are deficient in these nutrients. Meat has every nutrient. There's not deficient in any nutrients.
Complicated. Okay. Yes, it's possible. It's possible to get all essential nutrients from a plant-based diet, but it requires careful planning to ensure you're meeting all your nutritional needs. All right,
Yeah, I don't think so.
GPT just actively disagreed with Barry.
Okay, here's the thing. Let it disagree. Let's say you can get these nutrients, but are they bioavailable to you as a human? Are they bioavailable? And let's say the essential amino acids, are they bioavailable? Are they, I don't know, are they deficient? Are they deficient?
So let's see. In summary, you can get all the nutrients you need from a plant-based diet, but it requires thoughtful planning and some supplementation for B12.
Yeah, again, supplementation doesn't exist. So there you go. You can't get all of them. It's deficient in 15 nutrients. It's deficient. Plants are deficient in 15 nutrients. ChatGPT, man, number one, we all know that plants are deficient in what, especially B12. So how can you get all the nutrients from plants? ChatGPT just lied because it should say no, because B12, it's deficient in B12. We all know that. Meat only has B12 and there's many other vitamins and also amino acids and things that are deficient in these plants.
12D and omega-3s. If you eat a wide variety of plant foods.
Yeah, you need vitamin D. You can only get it from animals. You can only get this stuff from animal stuff.
and fortified products, your nutritional needs will be okay. So what he's saying is, GPT is saying, just from scanning through this, yes, but no at the same time. You need to supplement.
Yeah, you see, it says yes, and then it says no, you need to supplement. What is the answer then? No, it's deficient in 15 nutrients, man. And then it's going to tell you, yeah, it's not deficient in any, but you need these supplements. So why do you need these supplements if it's not deficient? You see how ChatGPT and the government is covering this shit up?
Most likely, you're probably not going to get what you need in the levels that you need. You're probably going to need to get supplementation.
There you go.
Okay.
So this fake diet in a carnivore animal is deficient. It's deficient. And if something is deficient, then is it healthy for you? See what I mean? No, it's not healthy for you. It's not the diet that is made for you because it's deficient. It's not for you.
We know that.
Yeah, this is super common, and many very prominent vegan influencers will say, oh yes, you must eat a very varied plant-based diet. You have to eat the rainbow, eat a lot of things from all over the world, things that it would literally be impossible to eat even 50 years ago before we had modern refrigerated transport over the oceans. But the answer is...
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. I read a lot of 1800s literature, like just novels, you know, we're talking like Jane Austen's and Bronte's and Dickens and things like that. And I always think about the fact that these people are just not even, there's no way you could be a vegan because you just can't get what you would need based on what we say you need now that we have all this science anyway.
It's a definitive, no, you cannot get all the nutrients you need.
It's not definitive, Barry. It wanted to make me happy and it said, yes, you could.
The most nutrient-dense plants from every continent of planet Earth, you will still have to take
Supplements,
including B12, retinol, which is true vitamin A, and we'll get to another.
You forgot about the toxins, and a lot of glycation comes along with these fucking plants, and that doesn't come along with meat. So yeah.
One about vitamin A in a second. Vitamin K2, MK4, DHEA, heme iron, EPA, taurine, carnitine, carnosine, and creatine. You're going to have to take all those supplements plus iodine and probably several more because you just can't get those from eating only plants. Number 4, is plant protein just as good as animal protein for building human tissue and human muscle?
Okay, that was a long question. Is plant protein just as good as human protein? Did I say human protein? Oh my God. Human protein.
Just as good as animal protein for building human tissue and
human tissue and human muscle. I love it. Ken Berry's like, nope, it's not going to work. And ChatGPT is going to be like, yes, it's absolutely fine. Excuse me, let's snap forward a second while I read through everything that they have to say because it's so much. Okay, so here's the deal. GPT starts off saying, yes, plant protein is absolutely just as effective as animal protein. But when you go in and read it, there's definitely caveats to this position where animal protein will be what they call a complete protein. It'll give you all the amino acids that you need. Plant protein will have different amino acids in each of the plants, so you'll need to mix and match. So he says, is plant protein just as good? They say, yes, it can be just as effective. I think there's a difference between is and can, and the fact that animal protein, plants, it becomes a mix and match game. Plants, it becomes are you getting soy and quinoa and this and that? And they also do point in here that sometimes fiber and anti-nutrients can reduce the protein absorption, and that's something that carnivores talk about. Anti-nutrients blocking absorption. I don't know.
Yeah, the fiber is anti-nutrient. She says it helps you shit, but it's the fiber that's the anti-nutrient and the toxins.
Anything really about it. It's very much one of those areas I have not explored. I think he is correct that meat will give you complete protein. You're going to get better protein and it's going to be more easily digestible because the meat does not have the anti-nutrients and it doesn't have the fiber. So everything needs to be digested can get digested.
Yeah, it doesn't have the toxins, anti-nutrients, toxins, yeah. And fiber, yeah.
From the meat. So to say yes, it is just as good, I think, is GPT just telling me what I want to hear. And I think what we're really saying is, yeah,
meat is superior.
it can be as good if you're mix and matching properly. So if you're doing that daily.
Yeah, but not for humans, though. Not for humans.
Dozen by Dr. What's his name, you might be able to get everything you need. Ken Berry, what you got?
So then how are cows able to get everything they need if they don't eat all these plants? They just eat grass. Why don't you answer that question?
You're only 5 minutes into his video.
A lot of vegan bodybuilders will say, oh, yes, it is. But what they don't tell you is that they take tons of amino acid supplements, especially lysine, methionine, leucine. You cannot get enough of those to become very muscular and bulky on a vegan diet. And that's why when you see honest vegans on their YouTube channels, they're almost uniformly cachectic, meaning so slender that it looks unhealthy, because that's the body you get when you only eat plants and you don't take lots of protein supplements, amino acid supplements, branched chain amino acid supplements, and lots of other supplements, including the kind of illegal supplement that many of the vegan bodybuilders take.
Okay, so that was very much Ken Berry bias coming through. That's fine. That's just his experience. But I think to answer his question, we did kind of...
That's not biased. He's just telling the truth. Why is it biased?
Come in agreement. GBT did kind of come in agreement with him. So, next question.
Number 5 is, does beta-carotene from vegetables give you all the vitamin A you need? Because you
keep talking. Stop talking. Does beta-carotene from vegetables give you vitamin A you need? See, and this is the thing, guys. I'm already exhausted, and this is my job to sit here and look this up, and how are we expecting someone just normal to sit here and do this? It's frustrating. Beta carotene from plants I love that they highlighted can, because they know it's probably not going to be all the way. Oh my God. RDAs, we're getting into MCGs, whatever MCGs are. Oh my goodness. Beta carotene from plant foods. Is beta carotene safe? Oh my cripes. Beta carotene from plant foods can provide all the vitamin A you need, but it must be converted into retinol into your body, which is less efficient than consuming preformed retinol in animal foods. To optimize the conversion of beta carotene to vitamin A, eat yellow, orange, dark green vegetables, healthy fats. Okay. Vitamin A toxicity is not a concern from plant sources. Are you saying that I could get vitamin A toxicity from meat?
Man, you're not gonna get vitamin A toxicity from meat. This is bullshit.
Please. Are you saying that I can get vitamin A toxicity from animal sources?
Wow, oh my God, she's so concerned. Vitamin A, the only thing that will give you toxicity, but I know. But all the toxins in the plants are very healthy for you. Yeah, of course.
Yes. Oh, jeez Louise.
She finds one thing and latches onto it, but there's 50 million toxicities in plants. But yeah, I know. Vitamin A is toxic, and right away somebody said toxic, and then she latches onto it.
Vitaminosis. Hypervitaminosis A can occur when you consume it in excessive amounts. This is large quantity.
Where's the study? Where's the study to prove that? There's no study. They're making that up. That's to scare people from eating meat, man. That's bullshit. There's no toxins in meat. So they're going to tell you if you eat too much meat, you're going to get toxified by too much vitamin A? What? It's not synthetic. It's animal product. Your body won't absorb it, so you won't get toxic.
Quantities of vitamin A rich foods. Oh, is this what we're talking about with you're eating too much liver? Okay, so what we're worried
This is such bullshit. Oh, I'm eating too much liver. Oh, whatever, man.
About is when people talk about you're eating too much liver, and so you're getting hypervitaminosis.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So
But if you eat multivitamins, right? If you eat them all the time, you're not going to get that. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
back to the question, does beta carotene from vegetables give you all the vitamin A you need? And snaps while I read. Okay, here's the dealio. It's the same thing as it always is. Yes, in theory, you should be able to get all the vitamin A you need from plants. But one, if your body has enough retinol, which is active in vitamin A, it's going to not absorb beta carotene to prevent vitamin A toxicity, which I think is interesting. I guess if you eat too much liver, you're forcing it to absorb the vitamin A. Like, why would it stop absorbing vitamin A from plants, but continue to absorb vitamin A from liver?
Exactly. It makes no sense.
To avoid toxicity. That
You can't figure that one out yet? You haven't figured that one out yet?
seems like just a flaw in the science. I'm a science.
Sounds like a flaw in the science. It sounds like somebody put that in there to scare people, doesn't it? Yeah.
Scientist. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense. Your body is not saying, oh, this came from a carrot, and so I will only absorb it until it's not toxic, but this came from animal liver, so I'll absorb it until it's not. I'll go past toxicity because that just feels like a contradiction. But completely forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The answer is yes, you can get it. You can get enough vitamin A, but you might not be able to if your body doesn't want to keep absorbing it. Animal sources will have a higher absorption rate. Okay, fine.
Because you'll hear, I have this Twitter argument all the time. There is no vitamin A in carrots or spinach whatsoever.
See, you didn't ask that question. Kenny. Is there vitamin A in spinach or carrots? Because he just said there is no vitamin A in spinach or carrots, and they're going to say yes, there is. Get ready for it. Buckle up. I bet you, chat's going to be like yes. They're an excellent form, but they provide a form of beta carotene, which is provitamin A. Beta carotene is precursor that convert to retinol. Carrots are famously rich in biocarotene and spinach. So why? I don't want to mess up my study, but literally, chat disagreed with you, Kenny.
Carrots contain zero vitamin A. You can also ask the AI unit about that as well. What plants contain is beta carotene, which.
Pause. Yes, both spinach and carrots are an excellent source of vitamin A, but they provide it in the form of beta carotene. What on earth's the... Dr. Canberry. Calling Dr. Canberry to the office. Dr. Can, we need you in the office for a minute. What's the difference? Why are we saying vitamin A and beta carotene aren't the same thing when chat's like they're the same thing? They're saying yes, excellent source, but this is why this is frustrating. Nutrition is so frustrating.
Humans have to convert into retinol vitamin A. Now, some humans can do that okay, but many humans can only convert about 17%. And some humans, depending on the SNPs they have, they can barely convert.
That's bullshit. All humans can. The only problem is why you're not converting or doing anything is because you're on an omnivore diet. They're always testing omnivore diets. Man, this is such bullshit. So even Ken Berry is not sure. He's making a slip. Freudian slip. It's very simple. All humans convert this exactly the same. All carnivore animals work exactly the same. All right? You don't work the same because you were brought up on peasant slave food diet, which fucks up your system. That's all. Peasant slave food diet.
Any beta carotene into actual usable vitamin A. This is a huge problem for vegans.
No, for omnivores and vegans. Yeah.
Number 6.
Got it. Okay.
But not for carnivores.
We're getting that base information, then we're digesting it, and then we have to hear what he's trying to say because it's not this simple. So what he's saying is the body converts beta carotene. Beta carotene is a precursor. Okay, this is GPT. Beta carotene is a precursor that the body can convert to retinol, the active form of vitamin A. So technically, no, spinach and carrots do not have vitamin A. I'm going to say, is there vitamin A in meat? Yes, some meats contain vitamin A, but not significant sources. Haha. All right. Yes. Meat does have vitamin A that does not need to be converted. All right, he's technically correct.
Can you get enough omega-3 fatty acids from a vegan diet?
Okay, that wasn't the question on the screen. Can you get enough, they're going to say yes, omega-3 fatty acids on a vegan diet? Yes, you can, as long as you combine this food and this food and this food and this food. They don't want to say no to me. Can I just say it's okay if you say no to me, chat? Yes, you can absolutely get enough omega-3 fatty acids, but it requires careful attention to your food choices. As main sources of omega-3s on typical diet, fatty fish, fish oils, animal products are off limits. There are 3 types of fatty acids. I tried studying this once and obviously forgot all about it. You can get the 3 types, blah, blah, okay. Snap while I read this. Okay, so basically, here's what we're talking about. There are 3 types of omega-3 fatty acids, right? Yes, the types of omega-3 fatty acids, there are 3 kinds: ALA, EPA, DHA. Don't worry about what those mean. ALA comes from plants. EPA comes from fish and algae. DHA comes from fish and algae, all right? Now, you can get ALA from plants, and your body will convert ALA to EPA and DHA, though it's difficult for it to convert, which is why a lot of vegans need to supplement, because it can be difficult to convert ALA to EPA and DHA, and that's where the issue comes. Now, I also am implying, sort of elaborating that if your body takes ALA, converts it to EPA, DHA, then it probably prefers EPA and DHA. So this is another situation of, yes, you can get what you need. You probably need to supplement because you may not, depending on how your body digests the nutrients. But if your body had to go off of what it prefers EPA and DHA. I do not know if your body, I can't tell really easily if your body actually wants ALA, because it's going to just convert the ALA to the EPA and the DHA. So there's that. How does Ken interpret this?
The answer is absolutely not. And you're like, but I heard that flax seeds and walnuts were a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. They're a great source of ALA.
I'm laughing because I just love that he's like, the answer's absolutely not. When GPT is like, yes, absolutely yes.
They're not a great source of DHA or EPA, which are the actual omega-3 fatty acids the human body can use and needs.
Okay.
Some people, again, can convert ALA into EPA and DHA, but very many people, if they have the wrong SNPs in their genetic code, are very poor converters. Number 7 is the iron from spinach, just as good as the iron from red meat.
Ah!
Many vegans would say, yes, absolutely, I know that.
All right. Is the iron from spinach just as good as the iron from red meat? Thinking, I'm thinking, Iron in spinach and iron in red meat are valuable sources of essential mineral, but there are some important differences by how your body absorbs them, because that's the entire conversation that we're having. Each of them have them, but some of them absorb and some of them do not, and it's easier to absorb from animal products. Oh, I'm a little tired of this. Heme iron. Heme iron is found in animal products like red meat. Okay, non-heme iron is found in plant-based foods. Okay, heme iron is better absorption. Shocker of the century. Accounts for 40 to 50%.
Wow, this is a long-ass video, man. This is way too long. Oh my God, hour and a half. It's crazy.
Of the iron in red meat,
yes,
and
okay.
them, and so you do not need that visual unique needs in your lifestyle. May die out and the bad bacteria may grow. So the fiber helps keep that even. There is a part of this
Fiber doesn't do anything.
that's talking about that it may affect foods that are acid producing and there are foods that are alkaline. I'm saying this wrong, but some are acidic, some are alkaline.
What foods?
You want a balance of those two in order to
It's just meat.
keep things even. Meat is going to increase acidity in your body, but your body can neutralize
Why would it do that?
it, so it can provide that alkaline element through the kidneys and other mechanisms in the body.
If I eat a plant-based diet, the answer is your urine, and only your urine, because your kidneys are one of the organs that is used extensively by your body. The lungs are the other. That basic.
GPT agrees. Your blood is not going to become acidic. It's going to make your urine acidic.
Why would it become acidic?
GPT agreed with that.
Bullshit.
Fillers, then yeah, that might cause some inflammation. But again, it's not the meat doing that. It's the plant things that were added to the meat to make it ultra processed and make it much cheaper for resale. Number 12, are vegan diets superior?
No, I don't think that. But yeah, so he basically agreed that.
Are vegan diets superior for mental health? They cause mental health. That's the problem. They cause you mental problems. You become mental.
Some of it is not in agreement because he's talking about that it's debated, but that's the whole thing. This is
What?
GPT is like, yes, it is, but then it's like, but it's debated and we're not 100% sure. And there's so much reading between the lines that you have
It's debated, man. You can, because there's no studies on it. Duh.
to do. The question whether it's a complex question and it depends on some.
There's no studies on carnivore, this so-called carnivore thing, because we are carnivores. They only make studies on something that's unnatural called diets. They don't make studies on something that's natural. Duh.
Several factors, individual needs, nutrient, yeah. I just get very frustrated.
Look, science already knows what the outcome is if you eat something natural. If you eat something natural, like all animals out there, you're normal. They do studies to find out what will happen when you eat things that are unnatural, like a diet, which is unnatural, called veganism, whatever.
Because it's like, we all have to play this my science is better than your science game. And at the end
What
of
science?
the day, it's like, how about I just feel really good on how I'm eating? And this
Pretty much. You should eat what is natural and then you'll feel good, yeah.
seems to be making my life better.
Yeah.
Eating dirt, what's happening? And I don't want to Google it. I don't want to GPT it right now, but that sentence that is no, I bet it's a distinction. I bet if the B12 comes to the bacteria, I bet his distinction is not that the B12 is directly in the plants. What his distinction is that there's something in the plants that creates the bacteria. Anyway, I'm not going into it. If we've learned.
If you don't eat any.
Look, ask yourself this question. If plants are deficient in all these nutrients, and you need to eat all these varieties of plants to try to even get these nutrients and still supplement, how are cows able to get all the nutrients that they need to grow? By eating just grass. Ask yourself that question. Want to know why? Want to know what the answer is? Because they're herbivore animals. See the difference? Now, carnivore animals, why do we eat meat? Because we can't get all the nutrients from plants. End the story. That's it. I'm gone, man. I'm out of here.
Antioxidants in your diet. So,
Yeah.
You and the fact that I know you didn't do your own research, which
I don't need to. I have a brain. It gives me the answers.
like that's its own thing.
Yeah, my instincts. I have instincts. I have instincts, intuition, and I listen and I look at experiences of other people. I look at the animal and I think to myself, how is he able to get all these nutrients if plants are deficient in nutrients? You want to know how? Because he is a herbivore animal. That's how he's able to get it. How come we can't get it when we eat these plants? And we have to eat variety of them to get them, and we still don't get them, and we have to supplement because we are carnivore animals. We have to eat the meat to get them. We don't eat plants to get them because we can't get them because we're not herbivore animals. Now, if you think you can be a herbivore animal, that is considered mental illness. That's why the medical administration treats you like an animal, like a mentally sick person, mental health.
This would be exhausting.
And everybody's suffering from mental health because everybody is trying to be a herbivore called omnivore.
And infuriating, and I'm already adrenaline at the top, and this is decaf coffee that I'm drinking here.
There you go. She's even drinking coffee. You shouldn't be drinking coffee, but okay.
Anyway.
Why are you drinking anyways? Are you thirsty?
Not a bashing Ken
No, she's not thirsty. She just wants to toxify herself.
Berry video. Yeah. I love Dr. Ken Berry. He has been an inspiration for me. He was a big factor in why I started doing this diet. I don't think it's as simple as this video makes it seem, and I think he knows that. And that's That's fine.
You're lucky you met him. He saved your life. Me, I have good intuition, good instincts. I didn't need a video to make me turn to eat raw animal products. With the time, I ate raw. I mean, I still ate cooked meat at the time, but to eat raw animal products, yeah, slowly with the time. But I didn't need somebody to tell me. Anyways, I never liked plants, but I mostly ate meat. But I put it to the test. The test was these plants made me sick, so I increased them to see what would happen. The dose meets the poison, like Lainey Norton said. The dose meets the poison. So when I increased the dose, it poisoned me. It scared me, so I ran and I ate meat. Now people are trying to tell me if I overconsume protein, it's toxic. Well, I've been over consuming protein for years now, for the last couple years now. And guess what? Nothing happened to me. If anything, I got better. The more I eat, the better I get. I get zero toxicity, zero anything. I feel better. Everything is the best. I'm getting younger is what I'm getting. That's what I noticed. The more I eat, the younger I get. Next is liver. Been consuming lots of liver. Eat liver every day, blending it morning and night. There's no toxicity. That's bullshit. They don't want you to know that it's actually youth giving because it has high copper and everything. It's youth giving. It'll make you look young and strong. It'll reverse aging. It'll fucking regenerate you faster than you deteriorate, and it'll keep you in positive nitrogen balance. So if you can't stay in positive nitrogen balance, just eating a regular whatever carnivore so-called diet thing, whatever, then eat liver. It'll always keep you in positive nitrogen balance because your cells just want nutrients. If you had a juicer, all you have to do, if you don't like meat, then just juice the meat and drink the juice. The juice is enough. Just the nutrients is enough, is in the water. Boom. You don't have to eat the meat. Leave it aside. See you in the next one, friends. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'm out.